All right, should we do our top five?
Top five. Let's get it.
All right. Give me your number five. We'll start with five.
So number five is something again like I mentioned in the family meeting. Bring Her Back
Mm,
by the Philippopu brothers. I don't know how to pronounce. They're Australian, but
okay.
Danny and Michael, who wrote the film, created the film. They wrote and directed the film. Talk to Me, another brothers duo, which is like it's a psychological horror movie centered around two foster kids, and they get a new foster mom, and it's just filled with great performances. Like it's a shocking film, and it had me locked in from beginning to end. Like it's a pretty scary movie, and it's again it's psychological horror. It gets pretty dark because it really taps into um what it's like to be a foster kid, and then obviously there's the foster mom that they end up having is kind of like a grieving mother. So it's those parts are a little grim, but the actual story, like it really taps into those things. Like it doesn't just use them as tropes. It's like, oh, it'll actually give you like deep background on these characters and like really get you what they're feeling. And then there's like this supernatural aspect of it where like I mean it's called Bring Her Back, so like some kid is getting kind of the grieving mother trying to bring her kid back to life.
Mm.
But it's a wild movie. It's an absolutely wild movie.
Yeah,
It's stuck with me.
this is a
You seeing the picture of the poster?
no. Well, I know exactly what it is.
Oh, okay.
I've heard of it, and I've seen the poster, and I'm pretty sure you told me like the first one was like really scary, and like this just not really my thing. So I just
Which is fine. Yeah, I
yeah.
know. It's more just throwing this out for anybody
Yeah,
listening
for
if
sure. If it's your top
they
five, it's
want
your
to go
top
see
five.
it. Yeah, but it's still stuck with me. There's the most shocking moments. I always chalk it up to, it doesn't always have to be like a shocking moment that sticks with you, but there's something that's like there's moments in this movie that shocked me that not necessarily like a jump scare, just like something that was just like, oh snap, like I didn't see that, or like, oh crap, it's crazy. Where it was just like it just stuck with me for the year. Like I was saying, Wolfman, I forget the ending. I didn't
Mm.
forget this. I didn't forget this movie, and this movie came out like in May or something like that. So
Yeah.
shout out. What about you though? What's your first one?
Number five for me is Black Bag.
Mm.
We talked about it already, so I'm not going to talk about it much more, but loved it.
Oh, so you got it on both lists. You got it
Yeah,
on
yeah, I got some of the ones.
expectation,
I
which
mean,
is
it
fine.
exceeded my
Yeah,
expectations, and it was
yeah.
my top five favorite movie of the year. I really really loved
Respect.
it. Um, be interested to hear your thoughts when we do the episode because we're
Yeah, for
going
sure.
to. But yeah, number five for me, Black Bag, great movie. Check it out.
It's a good pick. It's a good pick. Yeah, definitely check that out. I don't know. I think it's on Amazon or something.
I think it's
You'll
on
figure it
Amazon.
out.
It seems like a
Yeah,
movie that would be on Amazon.
yeah. Could definitely check that out.
What's four?
Number four for me is Rental Family,
Hmm.
and I had expectations going into this movie, and it still surpassed them because I said in the again not gonna go because we did a whole episode on it, so you can go check that out. But I mentioned how this episode just feels like a promo for all our episodes.
Yeah, we're just plugging old stuff.
Everything on this list is actually just a promo for.
Yeah, exactly.
My number four is go check it out. My number two is go check it out.
Yeah.
But no, go check it out. But this movie it surpassed it because I thought it was going to be more centered around just like one relationship that he goes through,
Mm.
but he goes through other ones, and you could argue that that one that I didn't expect is one of the strongest. I won't going to go too much into that, but it intrigued me because the topic, like we were both invested to hear about, like what the heck is this whole rental family business. It was beautifully shot,
Hmm.
and yeah, just the performances in this movie just really stuck with me, and it's definitely something that I would suggest anybody to watch.
Yeah, yeah, totally agree. I would recommend this to anyone. Just miss my list. I'll just say for the view, this is Brendan Fraser, stars
Yeah.
as an American in Japan, and he gets hired as an actor in this rental family business. So people rent him to be a father, a brother, a friend, journalist, whatever. And yeah, it explores a whole bunch of different relationships and very emotional. It'll make you smile. It'll make you cry. It's a fantastic movie,
Yeah.
and couldn't agree more.
Thank you. What about you? What's your
Number
number
four.
four?
Number four for me is One Battle After Another.
Mm.
Paul Thomas Anderson's comedy satire with Leo, Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro, Regina Hall, Tiana Taylor, a whole bunch of people. Very funny, very chaotic. You're always on your toes throughout this movie. It's just when you think you're gonna settle down. Okay, this is where he's going. He's going to go and do this, and he's going to jump over this rooftop, and then it just totally turns and goes a different direction. Um, it's got well explored themes of what family truly is, how having children completely changes you. Uh, who's really in charge? The whole like Christmas Adventure stuff is really that was mostly just for comedy, I feel like, but it was
Yeah.
also an interesting parallel to things that are going on in the world, and like got great performances throughout. uh I also watched this movie on the biggest screen
Oh yeah.
I've ever seen a movie on, when I was on vacation in London with my wife, so that probably adds to the
Yeah.
experience. Well, definitely adds to the
Yeah.
experience.
100%.
Fantastic movie, loved it.
Yeah, that's it's actually not on my list, so that would be honorary mention. And this is
Okay,
why
I'm
I talked
surprised.
about I felt ashamed. That's why I said ashamed earlier
Okay,
because it's not
okay,
on my
okay.
list.
So you can
But it's
talk about
not
it now.
because yeah, I could talk about it. Well, it's on my it's my honorary. It's my
Okay, yeah.
honorary mention because well you talked about it. So at least one of us mentioned it and I can say that I feel bad that I didn't put it on. And it wasn't because this is what I'm saying with people like that's not on your top five. You thought it was bad. It's like I didn't think it was bad.
Of
Like I
course
said at
not.
the beginning, I think there's a lot of good movies this year.
Yeah.
It just didn't happen to make my top five, but it's still a great movie. Everyone should go watch it.
Yeah.
I think that did a re-release too. That's another movie that's out in theaters right now too.
Yeah, you're right. I think you're right. Maybe it's
Yeah,
probably
so
limited. I don't know if it is everywhere, but like, yeah,
yeah,
it's a really good movie.
you could check it out.
You should go check it out. And yeah, of
Hundred
course, just
percent
because
check
it's
it
not
out.
in your top five doesn't mean it's not a good movie.
Exactly.
All right, number three.
My number three is Marty Supreme, and
Mm.
I was excited to see this, and it's still delivered. Again, I don't want to go too much because you haven't seen it, and like it's not even out yet. Like a little humble brag, but Timmy really shines in this movie. Again, I'm not going to give too much away just because I don't want to overhype it or undersell it for people. But
Yeah.
I think the one thing I will say about it is that I think the story structure I really like most about this movie, and like it feels and like the way it moves in from scene, like moves from scene to scene, like without giving too much away. I just really like the structure of this movie, and that's all. That's all I'll really say
Yeah, it's
about
kind
it.
of weird. You don't want to say anything because I haven't seen. Nobody's seen it, really.
Yeah,
Not nobody, but very few
yeah.
people have seen it. You've seen it. I'm so mad because I'm the one that like got you the opportunity to go see this, and you got to see it, and I, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's fair. I mean, in the
I'm excited to
future,
see it. I'm excited to see it. The
yeah.
fact that it's on your list, that means it's probably pretty good. And so, yeah, I'm excited. Honestly, I'm glad that it's on your list because
Yeah,
I feel like if you got to see it early and you're like, it wasn't that great, then it'd just be like, oh, that's kind of disappointing. I was hoping for it to be good. So the fact that you think it's good, I'm excited.
I was almost debating not even putting it on here because I was like, let's say it was a disappointment. Would I be able to do that to people?
Mm,
If I was disappointed by it, I think I just wouldn't even put it on the list because it'd be like, damn, dog, movie doesn't come out for another. Well, when the time this comes out, movie comes out tomorrow, and you're telling us it's disappointment.
yeah.
Like that, I was excited to see it. It wasn't a disappointment for me, so it worked out. But it just would have been funny. I just wouldn't have put on the list. I'm not that evil.
Yeah.
Freaking just be like, hey, I was disappointed by Rush Supreme. I know it comes out tomorrow, guys, but dog shit. But go
Elevation
check it out.
Pictures would Men in Black memory erase you.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
you're gonna
exactly.
negative promo. Yeah, all right. I'll take back my pre-screening.
Yeah, exactly. Never again.
Yeah. Number three for me is Weapons.
Mhm.
Uh, you talked about it. To me, like I said, it didn't exceed expectations because I had high expectations, but it met those expectations. Great hook, which I was really excited for. I think it handled the mystery really well. Um, you're asking more and more questions as the movie's unfolding, and then I think it tells us at the perfect time, and then the story then evolves and goes a different direction after that. Um, the story structure was great with like the different chapters, following different characters with a cliffhanger at the end of each one of them. Just
Mhm.
had me glued to the screen the whole time. It's got some really chilling, can't look away moments but like not scary necessarily, but like chilling is the word that I used.
Mhm.
which for me, that's someone that doesn't like jump scares, didn't have too many of them, so that was good. Great performances, awesome movie.
Yeah, 100% agree. And I, when I was making my list, it's like, oh, it's not my top five. But I was like, you know what? It did exceed my expectations. So I'm glad I get to at least talk about it at some point. And I'm happy to hear that was in your top five. Like, who would ever thought
I know, huh?
you'd
A
have a
horror movie
horror
for
movie
me.
in your top five? Yeah,
It's more like the mystery, like I said, I really liked. So that's
yeah,
an aspect of it that I mean, I like mystery movies.
yeah.
So
I mean, there's horror and mystery. I mean, there's mystery in horror
sometimes,
movies sometimes. Yeah,
yeah, exactly, like this, and
yeah,
that's what I
yeah.
mean.
Exactly.
So this was really good, and yeah, just really good.
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't. You're
glad to
right. I
hear it.
do. If you told me at the start of the year that like a horror movie would be in my top five, I'd probably wouldn't have thought so. But
And you'll have an honorary mention because you mentioned The Long Walk too.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I told you you'd hate one like him, you probably wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Him's is something else though. Him also isn't even really that scary to be honest. All right, that's enough on him.
Yeah.
This is our new
Yeah.
megalopolis for now.
Yeah. We already had our
Every year.
negative. Every year's
Yeah,
gonna
exactly.
have Megalopolis. That's him this year. What's next
Take a
year?
shot.
Gonna
We
be?
mentioned megalopolis.
We don't know what next year's is.
We don't
gonna
know what
be.
next year's gonna be. Yeah. We always
It's
have
gonna be
one.
something.
It's gonna be something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Number two.
Number two, I had F1.
Nice.
I'm biased. I'm a Brad Pitt guy. I've been the Brad Pitt stan on this show. This movie is it's just so fun, man. Like I'm not an
Yeah.
F1 fan. I believe you're not, right? I think that's we said we're
No,
not like
I've never.
F1 guys or
I've
anything.
seen it here and there, but I don't follow it.
Yeah, so I definitely think that helps also too because like you're a little more of a purist. You'd be like
Yeah.
like if you're an actual F1 fan, and I always wonder that too with basketball movies. But like I'm not like that. Like it has to be outrageous for me to be like, nah, I'm like a bog head. Like I'm like a hoop head. Like this movie is like it's so unrealistic. Like there's not that many basketball movies I don't like. So I always find that kind of interesting when like people like get snobbish about their sports getting made. It's like, oh, that's so unrealistic. I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, it's got to be egregious for it to be.
But like we said, we don't follow, so maybe it is egregious.
I guess, but I feel like the involvement of like Lewis Hamilton and all that stuff. You feel like those
Yeah.
guys would be like, guys, we can't do that. Like that's just
Right.
crazy.
Good point. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the visuals were insane from the races, like you talked about. Like again, this is definitely a movie that I want to go see again in IMAX. I still saw it in theater, so it wasn't like it was a bad experience. But like what you were describing with like the Screen X, and then obviously just going to see an IMAX just to get all that, like it sounds like a crazy experience. It was just I loved it, and Brad's my boy, yo. He still got it. Like, he still got it.
Okay.
Just a little wrestling chant for
Okay,
him, but
nice.
yeah, just wanted to F1. It's my number two.
F1. F1 is fantastic. It's actually my number two as well. So I'm
Hey.
gonna certify it.
Okay, yeah,
That's a certified number two second best movie of the year.
100%. I guess we could have certified a Mickey 17 too, but
Well, yeah, true.
no, this is no. We'd rather do
Certified as
this.
a certified
Yeah,
flop. No,
Yeah,
no
exactly.
positives, yeah. Yeah, seeing this in IMAX and Screen X was great. This movie rocked. I mean, like
Yeah,
again, I said this was on my exceed expectations list too, because I came
Mhm.
in expecting something like cool, fun, sure.
Yeah.
And it's just like this is a top tier popcorn movie.
yeah.
It is a popcorn
really
movie
is.
because like the story's pretty simple. It's nothing we haven't seen before, but again, check out the episode. But I remember talking about how everything felt earned, even though
Mhm.
it is simple. It still felt earned by the end of it. Awesome visuals. The racing is super amazing. Awesome. It's just top tier popcorn movie. It's a great.
It's great,
time.
man.
Watch this movie.
Certified. I didn't even know. I
Certified
didn't
number
even know
two.
Kendrick was in the studio today. Like usually we only call him in when we're doing
Yeah.
filmies.
Appreciate
but,
you, Kendrick, for coming through. We got one more movie that might be certified, so stick around.
Yeah,
bro.
so because we didn't plan this, but
No.
that was got it on the fly. But Kendrick just happened to be walking through, so
Yeah, me and him, we got that kind of relationship, you know.
Okay.
When you said F1 and you were going through your breakdown or whatever, your explanation, I knew it was my second, so I quickly hit him up. I said, "Hey, can you hop in the call real quick? I just need you for 1 second." And
that's what's up.
he's my guy, so he came through.
Alright.
Appreciate you, bro.
Shout out Kendrick. So it's number one now for me.
Numero uno.
Numero uno. All right, I went with Sinners, and I think Michael B. Jordan is honestly like it might be his best role. Like I haven't seen every single one of his movies, but as from the stuff that I've seen him in, it felt like night and day to me. I was like, damn, I've never seen him be so strong in the leading role before. I think Delroy Lindo was great in his limited screen time. It was great
That's
to see him.
Delta Slim, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, nice. Yeah.
and the world building leading up into it, like it could have just been like, and I didn't expect it to be cookie cutter of like we're leading to this event that's happening at the end, but we got so much world building and like getting to like sit with these characters and kind of getting to like see what, and then like don't even get me started on Ludwig's score in this
Oh my
movie, and
god.
just like, oh my, yeah, it was insane. It's literally like, I mean, depending what you're doing, you could throw that on when you're cleaning the house or something. It's gonna move, especially the like the humming and when like Sammy's singing.
Somebody take
Oh my goodness,
me. Oh.
it's, oh my god, it's crazy,
Do,
bro.
do,
Like
do, do, do,
I
do,
and
do, do.
I will say the visuals in the theater were outstanding too. I didn't get to
Yep.
watch it in 7 millimeter. If I have time during these holidays, if it's happening in Ottawa, I might go sneak into a theater and see if I can watch it
Sneak
again.
in.
And well, yeah, maybe not sneak in, but
Yeah, you get Ryan his. You
yeah,
earn your
no,
money,
give,
man.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna pay. But
People are like, oh, I listened to a black movie podcast
yeah.
once, and look at these
Yeah.
guys sneaking into movies.
I will say though, I have seen Dust Till Dawn, and yes, it takes inspiration from it because I know that's like the big takeaway. And I understand that the hype machine around the movie, like we were planning on seeing this movie. We saw opening weekend, we loved it. I feel bad for all the people that had to watch it after the hype train because I can't imagine this movie lived up to your expectation. I understand that's why a lot of people are disappointed, or why a lot of people just like turn to like, oh no, I hate this movie because
Yeah.
everybody says they love it. It's a masterpiece, it's so great. I understand that pushback, and I expect it to come. But if you got to see it opening weekend, those are the people that actually got to enjoy the movie. Anyone
Yeah.
that got to see it afterwards did not get to enjoy it because it was overhyped to hell. So either you're just like hated it, or you're just like, man, why was everyone hyping this up so much?
Yeah, I see your point. But at the same time, like if someone hypes something up a lot and it is really good, you still gotta be able to appreciate that. Like I think a lot of people are just like they want to be different, right? They're like, oh, everybody loves this. Oh, that's too mainstream. You hear people say that
Yeah,
that's too mainstream. Well, that is the dumbest thing in
I
the world. To
know.
be like, something is if it's good, it's good. Like, what does it matter
Yeah,
if it's mainstream or not? But like, but I do see your point that like if something's super super hyped and you're coming in with just like Everest expectations,
yeah.
and a lot of times it just can't live up to that. You're right. I was excited for this as well. This is why I didn't make my exceeded expectations list, just because
Mhm.
I was super excited for it. But it is also my number one movie of the year, so we're gonna certify that. Kendrick, thanks, bro.
Hey.
Thanks, man.
You good? You can go.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
go,
we're
you can go
good
see
now.
your family.
um, yeah, this, I mean, completely original.
Yeah,
Was really good. Everything in this movie felt so intentional. I think that you could tell that there was a lot of research and care that went into it, like the Choctaw indigenous people and
yeah,
the the stories around the blues and like the Chinese people running the two stores, the
yeah,
plantation tokens, like all this authentic stuff that's worked into the times, the implication of the twins being in like the mafias during the prohibition and their whole thing in Chicago. There's there's so much that went, even the way that it's shot, like it feels like there's a lot of metaphoric things, and just visually speaking, you're right, seeing this in IMAX, like the visuals of like the cotton fields and the juke
yeah,
joint on fire, and like the dancing performances that, like you said, Ludwig store, the musical performances, incredible. um I feel like you could also tell he develops a lot of background on these characters,
yeah.
like the twins in Chicago, Smoke and Annie with their child. You have Stack and Mary and their troubled pasts. Sammy's love for music, but like the he's a preacher's son. Like there's just so much depth to all these characters. This movie banged.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, give me the novelization of this movie, Ryan. Like
Yeah.
Tarantino likes to do that. He did that at Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Give me some deeper.
Would
Give me
you
some
rather that or
deeper.
a prequel?
No, I don't want a prequel. Just give me the book. Because I feel
Mm.
like the book would just be better. Because then you can just really get into the. You don't have to focus on it like the pace. Like in a book, you still want the to be pacing, but people are more like lax to be like, I can let this be a little slower. I can build more. I'm okay with that. What was it? What was the other thing I was gonna say about that I liked about this movie? Um, oh, a very memeable movie. So many good memes came out of this movie. Just was a lot of stuff that Haley Steinfeld said.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But no, and then just everyone with Sammy and just yes,
Sammy
it
and
was
Pearline, yeah. I
yeah,
think
exactly.
also because it was so popular, just when you have just a massive quantity of people that go see a movie, you're gonna get memes from it just because there's
Yeah.
with that many people, someone will come up with a funny joke and like,
Yeah.
just based on like numbers.
Mhm.
And it was everyone was just talking about it. It was very relevant to culturally at the time. Just
Yeah.
everyone was talking about it. So it was trending and memes just are gonna come of that. So but yeah, there's definitely moments of that were memed a little more than others. Even just like Remick outside, like getting jiggy with the whole gang while
Yeah.
they're inside trying to figure out how to fight for their lives, and they're just cutting a rug outside.
Yeah,
Great
100%.
stuff.
Those are probably some of like our biggest cultural moments in within the year of movies. It was definitely, I mean, not including the kid stuff. You want
Probably
to
the
include the kid
biggest.
stuff, like Sinners. Well, if you want to go box office wise, it'd probably be like go Sinners, and then it would be like Lilo and Stitch because that movie made $1 billion. How to Train Your Dragon made $1 billion. Zootopia, Wicked, Weapons.
Mm. Yeah,
Those are the
Weapons
biggest
was pretty big.
mainstream movies I think that like people that like not like in the movie bubble. They're like, oh man, I keep hearing about this movie. Apparently everyone says it's good. Like
Hmm.
non movie fans saying that to me and be like, oh, it's in the zeitgeist.
Yeah,
Everyone's hearing about it now.
yeah, yeah. I think with Sinners 2 is the black thing. Like
Yeah,
black people get a hold of it and then just
100%. Like Get Out.
yeah.
Get Out was massive.
Black Panther,
Oh yeah, 100%.
another Coogler.
But but the one thing though, like I love to get in the Discord with this movie on both sides, but some it just goes too far. It's either that people are like, oh, the movie's a masterpiece. I'm like, all right, yeah, it was good. Like I just always feel weird just saying masterpiece out loud with someone where it's like, calm down. Like people are gonna be like, look at those douchebags over there. And then the other people there's hates on the other side so much where like these are the people I don't want to talk to because I mentioned the Dust Till Dawn thing because I'm not even a hater when it comes to that movie. It's a good movie. I'm about to go on a tangent here. It's a good movie, but there definitely is that element of like I get it. You were a teenager when the movie came out, and you got to see Selma Hayek in a bikini, and that's why you love that movie
Yeah,
so much.
yeah.
Because outside of that, it's a very like generic like vampire movie. It's like it's cool, it's whatever, but people be like, oh, like Sinners is just like a worse version of Dust Till Dawn. I'm like, that's an insult to Sinners because Dust Till Dawn didn't have that much context to it. They're like, let's just
Mm.
make a fun vampire movie. And Sinners was like, I really like Dust Till Dawn. I want to take that premise, but kind of like elevate it. But like the people that say that, it's either you don't like black people because a black dude made it, or it's just like you don't know enough about movies that like a lot of your favorite films are reimagined versions of
Of
old
course.
films.
Yeah.
That's a lot of Tarantino movies, if anything. Like, I don't know if he has an original movie.
Yeah, I mean,
Even Kill Bill is like a mashup of all his favorite revenge movies.
of course, yeah. Like this is what art is you take inspiration from previous artists and you do your own spin on it. And I mean, even if you take the movie like the premise or the concept whatever and steep it in like 1930s Mississippi so that you're in the slavery culture and like
Mhm.
just the whole experience with these characters. You have a white passing character and the dynamic that creates there, and like I said, like the Asian, the Chinese people and what they add to it, and like what they can do versus what the black people can do. Like that just elevates it, and then the whole music thing is fantastic. Like we just get amazing perform. Like even if you're like, this is a concept that's been done before, okay, but Miles Catton sitting on a or Miles Caton, I think you say, on the stage just getting down, and then
Oh
the
yeah.
camera moving through the room and different generations of dancers are coming in. Like that stuff is cool
Yeah. That
regardless.
that didn't happen in Dust Till Dawn. just to let you know that didn't. There's a
It was
lot that
Salma
didn't
Hayek on
happen.
stage instead.
Yeah, it literally the yeah. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm trying to give perspective because you
Yeah.
haven't seen it. But
No.
like the movies are similar in the fact that it both ends up in that kind of like shack. But all the stuff that happens around it, even stuff that happens in it, isn't even the same. So like people are just very much like attached to like it kind of reminds me of Dusk Till Dawn. Like he definitely took inspiration from like, yeah, that's fine though. The movie also came out like 30 years ago.
Mm.
It's not like he's tapping into something that came out like 2 years ago. Then it'd be like, okay, Ryan, what are we doing here?
Right.
It came out like 30 years ago.
And this is what movies are. This is what people, do. It's a normal thing. It's not new.
It is normal. Yeah, it's fine to have that opinion. I just wanted to give some context.
Well, there's our top 5.
There's our top 5.